Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Hallie Jones. Texas is considered one of the biggest states for trucking. It's here that new technologies could change the industry forever. KRHD reporter Rebecca Fiedler has more on why more driverless trucking companies are choosing Texas.
As autonomous vehicle technology continues to advance, the trucking industry is seeking to implement at least some form of autonomy in many of their vehicles. The idea of completely driverless semi-trucks traveling down Texas highways may seem like something out of a science fiction movie. According to Professor Shrikant Saripalli with Texas A&M Center for Autonomous Vehicles and Sensor Systems, a world where that's a reality is pretty far off.
When we say autonomy, we have to be careful. So there are different levels of autonomy. There's something from 0 to 5, level 0 to level 5.
On a scale of 0 to 5, 5 being fully autonomous and remote operated, Saripalli says trucking companies aren't getting rid of truckers in cabs. They're aiming for an autonomy level between 3 and 4.
Level 3 is when you could take your hands off the steering wheel, but still you kind of have to make sure that the cars or the truck is doing what it's supposed to do. And level 4 is basically you can sleep.
Saripalli says moving towards greater autonomy could cut down on the nonstop long-haul trips truckers would have to face, as their primary job would be to get the trucks on and off the freeways. Richard Flores, a truck operator who's been driving for over 24 years, remains skeptical.
People are not predictable. You got to watch out for all that.
Flores mentioned a concern that Professor Saripalli has: safety.
Still the same thing. You still got to sit in there.
Saripalli says the technology is still not ready, and he feels governments need to establish strict guidelines for the trucks and their safeguards. But that doesn't mean great advances aren't coming down the line. Maybe even fully remote operation.
The technology is there. There are things that still need to be fixed. So I will not say that the technology is ready, right? But I can definitely see that in the next 5 to 10 years.
Reporting in Bryan, Rebecca Fiedler, KRHD News.
The American Trucking Association says the driver shortage is at an estimated high of 80,000 drivers as of the end of 2021. There is not a single cause, but a series of issues, including a high average age of drivers leading to high retirement numbers, the pandemic causing drivers to leave the industry, truck driver training schools training fewer drivers, infrastructure issues such as lack of parking for trucks and traffic congestion. The ATA estimates the shortage could grow to 160,000 by 2030. Another step the trucking industry is taking to alleviate the driver shortage, a new pilot program that will allow younger drivers to cross state lines. This new program will train commercial license holders as young as 18 years old to drive interstate trucks under the supervision of more experienced drivers in specialized trucks with increased safety measures. Apprentice drivers in this program can get behind the wheel of a semi-truck after completing 400 hours of supervised driving.